If there's anything that will tell you that you are on the direct right path that they don't want you to be on, it's whenever your social media messages start getting censored. I'm talking about your actual DMs, like the messages you send between one person and another. I'm not talking about, oh, your shadow banned and stuff. I'm talking about your actual messages. And as soon as you say a certain word, whatever that word may be, they stop allowing you to send messages to that person. And luckily, sometimes those people have software that shows that they are being tracked. That probably makes no sense. Okay, I was talking to one of my sources, and I'm going to try to put up the screenshots as much as I can without revealing who they are, and show you how crazy this is. As soon as I said Stargate, the messages would no longer go through. And the only way that this person could send me messages was screenshots. And then they had to message me on a different platform. Yeah. Why? What's the deal with these Stargates? I thought it was just crazy. Thought I was just crazy. Thought we were just crazy. The people that are looking into this. I thought these were just lines that could just, oh, anybody can draw a line to any place. There is something going on. And not only that, but I was looking into what occurred when Russia they ported in Saudi Arabia, took this Ark of Gabriel that is supposedly also, I mean, it's for many different things, but the Pope and the Orthodox Pope, I think he's called, and then whoever the leader of the Muslim faith, they all had this meeting a few years ago. And then, because there was something that they found in Mecca, like 12 people died from this supposed plasma release. And then they had this meeting and said, you've got to take this somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what ended up happening was Russia showing up in Saudi Arabia, for goodness sakes, taking this Ark of Gabriel down to Antarctica. Okay. And is that when the Stargate showed up? From what I am researching, it seems to be the key to make the Stargate work. Y'all, this is beyond insane. I literally thought, oh, okay, maybe this is a little too crazy. And then the more I look into it, the more everything just starts saying, yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Like, what is going on? Okay, let's look into this Russian stopping in Saudi Arabia thing, and this is just so crazy. Let's look into it. Okay, first let me show y'all these messages. Okay, so this person had messaged me saying that some of his acquaintances, I will put it that way, had been watching my videos. And I said, oh, really? Okay, let me kind of prefix this. He is one of my sources, okay? So, whenever he said that, that made me think, oh wow, they probably know more about these Stargate networks. So I said, do you know about these Stargate networks? And then I suddenly thought about it and I said, oh, let me ask you a different way. Am I on the right track with this crazy conspiracy of a Stargate network? And I could see him typing, but then nothing would come through. And so I was like, what? There's something going on. And so I then replied and I said, maybe we should go to Hangouts. It's called Google Talk or whatever. They changed the name of it. Anyway, finally he was able to reply back on there. I said, or answer me here, LOL. And he said, something strange just happened. The minute you mentioned Stargate, they started to monitor and blocked my DMs. I'll send you a picture. And this has happened before with other topics we were discussing. One of us would receive a completely blank picture. It was the craziest thing. And anyway, I'm not going to go into all of that because I don't even know how much I'm supposed to talk about. But anyway, let's get back with this crazy thing. So he sent me these pictures showing that it was just showing cannot send, which I've never seen before. And then they sent this. Before you continue, Yahoo is part of Oath. Oath and our partners need your consent to access your device and your data, including personal information, all of these things. Things that he would never have given, them authority to do. So this thing apparently was like a Trojan horse that was trying to infect his computer. I have no idea. I'm not going to get into the whole computer thing of it. That was crazy. Okay, y'all, I'm just saying, if this were to happen to somebody else and I was watching their video, I'd be like, okay, maybe they're a little bit crazy. But y'all, there is something going on with this Stargate network. I should probably even stop saying it. Because seriously, there's something freaking going on with this. And that's not the only person that has told me that, yeah, something. I was talking to somebody else and they said that it's extremely something that a lot of countries are working on, which obviously that's what we've been saying, but for it to be this big of a deal, there is something that's making this a big deal. Let's go on with what the Ark of Gabriel is and all of this stuff. It's kind of getting creepy. Okay, so it all started in September 11th or 12th. They had a crane fall down, killing 107 people. This was during Hajjah. I'm probably saying that wrong again. Oh, September 12th. There was a crew digging. They had activists fighting this. They didn't know what was going on. Anyway, this photo was taken by activists showing the destruction of the Grand Mosque. Another one shows, and then they have 107 people killed when a crane smashed into the mosque. The crane collapsed from a different angle, which means how the heck did these people supposedly die? But then it got worse. On September 24th, 2015, a second attempt was made to unearth a mysterious object, now labeled the Ark of Gabriel, which resulted in another massive, what they're calling plasma emission, that killed an estimated 4,000. But there are reports of anywhere from 700 to 4,000, which is very strange. How can they not get the number correct? Why are they so far off? I mean, I'm talking about even mainstream media. Vanity Fair is saying 1,700, whereas CNN said more than 700. Somebody said 2,400. Why are they so unsure of these numbers? And this is even after they reported about it. When they reported a couple years later talking about it again, they still say they don't know the numbers. Even on Wikipedia, they say the numbers aren't really clear. How is that? So this one says September 24th, 4,000 deaths in Mecca. No sign of people being trampled in any kind of stampede. Bodies do not seem disfigured. There's no blood, no broken bones, but victims just simply died. Now, I do have a picture that does look like there was blood, but I don't know. This whole situation is very, very strange, because then we have Russia, sworn enemies of Saudi Arabia, taking this Ark of Gabriel down to Antarctica for them on one of their military naval vessels. We have the Pope and the Orthodox, whatever he is, I forget his name, Kiril, that haven't met in 962 years. These two leaders of these two churches haven't met in 962 years. They end up meeting together. Something goes down, and then Putin gave the order to transport the Ark to Antarctica. Patriarch Kiril also traveled to Antarctica, allegedly to perform an ancient ritual. What would require a ritual to be approached? Like, why? Why in the South Pole? Why? Then we have Kiril, and this is the supposed Ark of Gabriel. I don't know. This is the church, the Orthodox church there. There's actually 7 churches in Antarctica. But this is where he went and did the ritual, the blessing, or whatever that he had. But wait, it gets way, way stranger, y'all. I'm about to show you on actual TV. I'm not going to show the clip. I'm just going to show you screenshots of the interview because they're going to strike my video. But on the actual news, they're talking about us being in Iraq for a Stargate. So that he's being interviewed on both CW and Fox. But then Fox is doing an interview in the Green Zone. I think it was Fox. It might have been someone else. Oh yeah, this one, it was Fox. And this is that palace thing that was not accessible to the people even that were living there. So then they're saying that they're helping the Iraqi government excavate the site. Excavate the site? Why? Experts have a shocking theory as to why U.S. soldiers are there. I'll put the closed captioning on there so y'all can see what they were saying. Current theory is that Iraqi Stargate is there. What? I mean, this is experts. They're saying experts. And then became worried that Saddam Hussein would have this discovery and he would use it for bad. And then they're going to use this as a tourist destination? It don't make any sense, but this is weird. So this guy is standing here, and he's talking, and then he starts saying that where they're standing is called the Stairway to Heaven. There are just too many strange coincidences going on with all of this to say that it's nothing. Especially when you take into consideration the Stargate and the networks that we have shown, which if you haven't seen that, go to my video. I'll put it at the end of this video. But even in ancient times, you can see that they had these things. And we have this in front of CERN. That's the Shiva, goddess Shiva. This is our Stargate that we found in Antarctica. And, you can see the pathway and everything. But get this. When you look at the Strava heat map, why are all of these places that we have military or secret projects going on all look like this? This is in Kandahar. That other one was in Nevada, Area 51 area. We have this one in Iraq. It's an declassified document. If you look at the actual structure, it looks the same. This one's in Pine Gap. It's a little different, but the underground of it seems quite similar. And the things around it, this is GCHQ in Australia, if you don't know. Then we have this in Antarctica, which if you overlay that onto these other ones, these all look very similar on the sides of them. Like the beginnings of it, like as if they are creating it. Like if they're having, or putting back together a network. And these are all places that we have found these strange 5-sided structures. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Like, share, and subscribe. And there's no coincidences here. And weird things are going on. So let's just keep looking.